You are welcome to the Learn Dream Skill, and I am Vikas. And today we are just going to learn about the Python. So in the previous session, we have just discussed what and how we need to learn the Python. So I just explained the Python usage. I explained like if you just want to become data scientist, you need to follow this path. If you want to become the web developer, you need to follow this path. So if you just want to learn about it, you can just watch the Python introductory video in our channel. And once you are just done with this, suppose you have just decided to learn the Python for the data science. So today I'm just going to explain how you need to set up your environment to learn the Python. Okay. So I'll just open Excel file. So as we have just discussed here, like Python is like a sugar cubes, and you need to mainly it depends on where you want to use it. So same way Python is a scripting language and it depends on where you want to use it. So if you just want to use it for the data science and data analyst, then you need to use the Anaconda package for the Python. Anaconda package. So if you will just install this package, so all the libraries related to the data science and data processing will be installed by default. Otherwise, you will have to install those again and again. Let me just first show you how you can download that. Go to Google, download Python. So if you just search this way, so you will be just redirected to this website. Okay. And now let me just say download Anaconda. So now you will be just redirected to the Anaconda website instead of the Python. So both are different. Then you need to go down. So you are just having the download option here as well. And we can just click here. Now you just see here, we can just download it for the Windows or Mac OS or the Linux. And we are having the options of choosing Python 2.7 and 3.7. So you can just start with the 3.7. So what we will have to do as per your system, you will have to choose the version of the setup. Okay. So like we are having the 64-bit setup and the 32-bit setup. So I'll just click on the 64-bit setup and see here it is just started downloading and it will just take around 2 minutes to download. Let me just show you this way. Let me show you. Show all. Click here. So it will be just done within 1 minute around. It is around 450 MB package. And same way, if you just download this Python, so we have just downloaded the Anaconda. So if you will download this Python, so you will be having the Python scripting available with you, but you will not be having any other functionality of the I would say pandas, NumPy, sklearn, stats model. So there are lots of libraries. So whenever we are just downloading the Anaconda, so all of required libraries as per the job role, and job role is this will be installed by default into your environment. So it is best way to use the Anaconda instead of installing the Python. So like lots of us when we just start learning the Python, so we just download this Python only, and then we just what we learn in this Python, we just learn the scripting, we just learn how we can create the tuple, list, dictionary, we just learn how we can assign the variables, we just learn the if and else statement, we learn the loops as well, we learn how to define the functions or methods definitions, how we can just create those, whereas those are not enough to start working in the data science or data processing job, because those are just a basic or even below than the basic, I would say that, because you will be able to do nothing in the data processing job over there. So you will have to start learning as per the data processing job, and for that you will have to download the Anaconda package, not this Python. Okay, and I will just show you if you will just install the Python, how you will just see, and if you just install the Anaconda package, how you will just see. So now we can just go to the downloads folder and you just see here, I think it is still. So see here, this way you will be able to see Anaconda package has been downloaded into your system, and then you can just double click and it will just start the installer. See this way it will just show you the installer. Then you just say next and agree and just me, and then Anaconda package. So what it will just show you. So I'm just already having this Anaconda package installed. So it is just showing me this warning saying warning, destination folder contains one space. This can cause the problem with several Conda packages. Please consider removing this space. So I will not install it. So what you will have to do, you just say next, 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 next only. And this way your Anaconda setup will start installing Python into your system. And after 1 to 2 minutes, you will be done with installing the Anaconda package into your system. So I'm just canceling it. So once you will just install this, so you will be able to see one folder in your system in the start menu, and that folder will be there with the name of Anaconda 3 64-bit. So here you will just see these kinds of files. You will just see the Anaconda Navigator, you will just see the Anaconda PowerShell, you will just see the Anaconda prompt, you will just see the Jupyter notebook, and this reset spider setting property and the spider. So like whenever we have just installed the Anaconda package, so we will be able to use the Python as well, and we will be able to use all the functionalities of the data processing and the data science. And whenever we are just writing codes in any programming language, so we will just require one editor, and that editor is the spider in the Anaconda package. So if you will, let's wait for it. So it is just opening up. So see here. So it has just opened the Anaconda, I would say, editor. Then let me just show you one more editor. Go to the Anaconda and let me just open this Anaconda prompt. And I will just type the Python here. So this is the Python. So if you will just install this Python, this Python from the Python website, you will be able to see this kind of window only. And you will be just frustrated by seeing this, like what you need to do with this black kind of window. And if you just want to learn like scripting, so you will be able to assign some variables. Let me just show you. You will start doing this. A equals to 10 and then print the value of A. You will be able to see this. Then you just say name equals to my name is Vikas Kumar, and your variable is created, then you will be able to print it back. So this way you will be start doing here. You can just run the loops as well, like for w in range and 0 to 10 and this. Then don't worry about the programming, I'll just tell you, and then you will just say print value of w. Okay. So Python is in indented language, so we will have to add the indentation. So see this way, we have got value printed from 0 to 9. So like whatever value we have just written here, it is excluded from the analysis or the loop. So this way we can just run the code here, but you can just see here this by working in this black window will be frustrated for you. And I bet that like with the time you will just see like you will not able to understand what you need to do with this black window, because I have just listened this from various students, and like when I started learning as well Python, I was just assuming like what I need to do with this black kind of window, because like whenever we are learning any technology, we will have to use that technology into the any organization wherever we just get the job. So over there we will not be printing the prime number, odd even number, or triangle, or uh, any number factorial code. We will not be writing those codes. We will be writing the codes as per the company requirement. So for that we will need some more advanced editor, which you can just see over here. So you can just clearly compare by seeing this as well, like it is just looking more advanced version kind of window and professional as well, but whereas it is not looking as we are just looking for. So what I just wanted to clarify for you, so whenever you start learning the Python, you don't use this black window, and I would say don't download this Python. You need to download the Anaconda package. And like if you just want to work where is my yeah, if you just want to work for suppose web developer, so you will have to use the PyCharm. In that case you don't download this, you just set up your environment with the PyCharm, because whenever you will be just building the website, so you will be having the model view controller architecture, and that is supported by the PyCharm, not the Spider. If you will just use Spider, you will be frustrated by writing the codes. So you need to use the editors as per your requirement. Then your life will be easier. Otherwise, you will be there in the issue. Okay. So we have just downloaded this. So we will be just working on this. So we can just close it for now. And now let's discuss one more thing. So let me just go to the start menu, and you just see here we are having the Anaconda folder, and you will just see here we are having the Jupyter notebook as well. So I just open this. So as I have just clicked on this, so you just see here it is just showing the black window. We don't need to do anything. So once we have just opened this black window, we will just minimize it, and then it will just show open a tab in the browser, and this is the online editor of the Python. So like if you watch lots of videos in the YouTube, you will just see this kind of editor, like lots of guys just use this online editor. So it depends on requirement to requirement, or and it depends what you like. So how you will be writing code here? So suppose if you just see here, I can just write any code here. I just press Control N. So this way I'll be able to write code here as well. So I can just open as many code as I just want. See here, and though I can just go through each and every code clearly as well. But this Jupyter notebook is not as flexible as this Spider is. So let me just show you how we can write the code in both of these editors. So I'll just try to import one file, and that is the Excel file. And like Python, as I just said here, where is my PPT? As I just said, Python is the scripting language. So if we just want to import the Excel file, so we will have to use the libraries which are used by the data scientist and the data analysts. So for the data processing, we can use the pandas library. So for that, we will have to say import pandas as PD. So what you see here, so I am just importing this library or attaching this library into the Python, and I'm just saying to Python that, hey, dear Python, please import this function, because I just want to use the I want to import the Excel file, and that's Excel functionality. Importing of the Excel functionality is not by default there with you. So I'm just adding one more, I would say, functionality to you, so that you are able to import that. Whereas you just see, as we have just installed the Anaconda, so we don't need to install it. If you let me just show you one package, what package I would, pptx, import pptx. I just run this. So see here. So as we have just installed the Anaconda package, so I just run this. Let me just zoom in. Pandas, pandas as PD. I just select this and press F9. So see, I haven't got any error. And when I was just importing pptx, see, pressing F9, I'm just getting the error. So it is just saying that no module named pptx, because we are not having this module installed into our environment, Anaconda environment. So Anaconda environment by default does not include this package as well. So same way, if you will just install the this Python, which is the plain Python or Python for scripting. So you will have to install these packages as well over there. And how you will install? So you will just say simply, you will just go to the Anaconda, and you will just open this prompt. Then you will just say pip install and package name here. So once you run this command, so your package will be installed into your environment, and you will be able to then run it this way. So like let me just try to run it for the pptx. So this package does not exist. So let me just go to the Google first, and let me just show you uh, package for ppt python python ppt. I just come to the, I just copy it. this way. Okay, and I am just running this. So pip install, pip install. So it is not getting installed. Let me just check it. We are having the uh, automate ppt using Python package, and we are having this package. So I just forgot the package name. Actually, package name is this only. So I just come here to the spider. I just say pip install py python dash pptx. See this way. So it will just install the package this way. So I was just installing the ppt only. It is the pptx. So this way you will be able to install the package. Okay. So see, it has just installed the package. Now we can go to the Python spider, and what we can say? We can say import pptx. So it is just giving the error. Let's check, because it has just already installed Python pptx, Python pptx as pt. It is just giving error here. Let's try underscore no module. We will have to check that. Let me pause the video for now, because I just want to check it how to import it, because it can be imported this way only. As we just see here, it is also done, but it is just giving the error here. pptx. Okay. Then once we have just installed that, we need to import it as a pptx. That is what I was just doing earlier. Okay. So this way we will be able to install this package, and now we can write our codes to automate the PowerPoint as well. So like lots of organizations. So you just see this here. What I just wrote here. You can just use the PPTX package, Excel Writer, PYPDF, Outlook. We are having the PYPDF as well. We can just try that. Let me just show you that quickly. Import PYPDF. So it is already there, I think. Let's come here and let's say pip install PYPDF. So see, it is just getting installed. It is installed. Now if we just import it, we should be able to import. So it is then again giving us error. So package has been installed this way as PDF2 import PYPDF. Okay, so we will have to import this way PY and P capital. It is just suggesting us the package name. So name will be the capital P. And now if I just import it, so no module PDF py py p py package. It is the module, and we are having this module as well. Let's try to import this. I think we are having PyPDF2 only. Yes, and run this. Pip install PyPDF2. It is installed. It is just working. So I think this package has been replaced. Now we are having the PyPDF2. So this way you can just see we are having the we are able to import the package. So same way our pandas has been imported. Now let me just show you we are having this Excel file. Okay, I just want to import it. So how I can import it? I'll just come to the Python. I'll just say the df. So like tables, if we are having Excel file, let me just open it. You just see this data. In the Excel, it is called as a data, or we can just say table as well. If we are working in the database, we will just call this kind of data row and I would say row and column kind of format data as a table. If you are working in the SAS, it will be called as a data set. If you are working in the R and Python, it will be called as a data frame. Okay, so I'll just create the data frame. That is why I just wrote the data frame. And then as we have just imported the pandas, so we will just use pd because we just want to use the functionality of the pandas in the Python. So I'll just say pd dot read excel, read underscore excel. And then what I need to do, I need to come to the Python and copy this path and write this path here in this way. And I need to write the R here because Python will ask you to give the forward slash. If you just want to use the single backward slash, you need to give the R, then it will just escape it. Then you just give the file name, whatever file we are having in the spider, and just say XLSX and press F9. So in the variable explorer, you will see right now we are having nothing. So Python is just working to import this file. So once it is done with importing, you will just see that df, see here, df has been imported and we are able to see it. And it is just showing the size as well. We are having 51,290 records and 24 columns. And it is just showing the column names as well. A quick snapshot here. We can just double click and it will just open the complete data here in the tabular format. So you can just scroll through left and right and bottom and up just to see how your data looks like and how it has been imported. Okay, now let's perform same task. So I am just copying this because I'm just feeling a bit lazy. So I just go to the I would say Chrome, and from here we can just write new code. So I'll just say open and I can just type the this code and I just press enter. So it will not run, so we will have to say run. So see here, it is just giving us the error because we have not imported the panda. So here as well we will have to say import pandas as pd and then I just run this. And same way we can just give this and then run our code. So now you just see it is just running. You just see this black circle. It is just running. It is just saying kernel VG. So once see now code ran successfully and it is just saying kernel idle. Now we can just say df, so it will just show us the data frame which it has imported. See here. So this way it is just showing quick view of the data which it has imported, and same way it is just showing us the rows and number of columns as well, which this is Jupyter Notebook has imported. So if you just compare both the views, so I feel this is quite good compared to this, and I prefer to write the code here only because here you can just write code, you can just see your console here. So whatever error will be you will be getting will be printed here, and whatever objects has been created you are able to see clearly here. But in this case you will not be able to see those objects name clearly, because those has been created, but you cannot see those directly what objects has been created. Okay. And you just see here, it will not show you the complete view as well, although what we will do with that complete view. But sometimes we just create the conditional variables. Okay. And in that case, what we would like to do, we would like to come here in the Python and open this and sort this way. And then we just want to scroll through, and we can just have quick look like how our data has been created. Okay. Which you cannot do here in this case. Okay. Because it will just show you five first records and five last record. Okay. So it is not having as good functionalities as Spider is having. So lots of people just use this as well, this as well. But in the organizations, when you are just working in the real project, so I have just seen using this only. And if you are working on the Microsoft Azure or Amazon AWS, then you will have to use this Jupyter Notebook, because over there you don't install this kind of spider. You just work on the browser based GUI only, and over there you will be just writing the codes this way only. Okay. So you just use the Jupyter Notebook. Now it will just depend how you can just use, but I'll just recommend using this. And there is no, I would say it is not as advanced as uh, this spider is. So managing everything is easy. You can just write, you will be able to see all the codes at one shot, whereas you will have to type the codes line by line here. Okay. So you need to run complete code. You can just mainly select code this way as well, write this, and then this, and then you can just run the code this way. So see, although I just ran the importing code, but again it is just running this code completely. So it is the drawback of using this. Let me just create it with the df1. So right now if I just say df1 and I just run this code, so we are having nothing, and I'm just selecting this and just trying to run. Now I just run this. See here, it has just created the df1 unnecessarily, whereas I was not trying. So if you will be having the various lines of codes here, so this will just run those automatically. So mainly how it runs, or Spider runs, this Jupyter Notebook run. So in whatever, so suppose if you have just clicked here in this text box, so whatever code will be just written here, it will just run all the codes. Okay. Whereas if you just come here, you can just run any code. You just select this and press F9. So it will just run only that code, whatever you have just selected. So it just gives you lots of functionality. You will be having the Python functionalities available as well, and you are having the Anaconda functionalities as well. Lots of libraries has been installed over here. So I would say that now I'm just done with explaining setting up the Python environment to learn. And if you want, mainly we are having the Python end-to-end course as well. You can just learn those as well. Uh, so let me just show you if you feel good about it. Analytics. So we are having Python course this way. So we are just covering everything end to end as per the, I would say, company requirement. So you will be able to crack complete project, whatever is done in the organization. Okay. So now I'll just say goodbye, guys, and keep learning, keep watching more videos, and just I'll just explain few more things about the Python, so that you just get clarity about how you should start learning the Python, and you should not be confused as well. Because like if you will just start that kind of Python, so you will be just wasting your time only. Where is that? This. So just to like everybody is looking for to learn Python for the job. And if you are looking for learn any technology for the job, so you should have the right path so that you can just go ahead without wasting your time. Otherwise, like lots of guys just learn the Python scripting from books or YouTube, anywhere, and then they just face issue like I have just learned the Python, but I am not able to get the job. And why they are not able to get the job? Because nobody is there to tell you what you have learned. So like if you will just go to the interview and you are not having knowledge as per the company requirement, what they will just say, they will simply say that we will just get back you soon, you can just leave for the day. You will just hear this kind of responses from the HR, but no one will tell you that whether you are having the knowledge as per the company requirement, so that you can improve that and you can just go again back to some different company so that you just get job. So getting right path is crucial for everybody for any language. So I'll just complete the video and I'll just wish you good luck. Keep watching more videos. Goodbye, guys.